dancing like a stripper.
You've ruined my whole childhood.
Thank you very much for that. Now, before we go on, I'm afraid I'm getting another economic update. Yes, it's official. Iceland has just gone bust. Kerry Katona is said to be devastated. Can we have our next question?
That sounds like somebody attacking a sheep.
Is your dad here?
Yeah.
Can we have our next question, please?
Hi, I'm Andrew Mearns. I come from Newton Arts. Who do you blame for unusual diets?
Thank you, Andrew. Who do you blame for unusual diets? A Munich beer festival is being held in Belfast this week. It's believed the festival will bring extra jobs to the city, though mainly cops and nurses in A&E. But who do we blame for unusual diets?
Well, if there's a German beer festival here, if there's a festival from Germany here, you should legitimately give Germany one of your festivals. And they should celebrate it as well. I say you give them the 4th of July. Or not, no, actually, no, you don't even celebrate. 12th of July, isn't that the big thing?
How long have you been doing this show?
I was wondering why I was wandering around in the 4th going, it's not half as bad as they say, you know? But they should do that. I say you give them the 12th, right? Because it'd be brilliant. You just get all these Germans going, oh, look at all the special bonfires and all the children. Look at the special, and they know it's Germany, so they've made a special exact replica of the Holy Father also, and they're bringing him and they're showing him the bonfire, and now they're putting him on the bonfire. Don't put him on the bonfire, and now his white vestments are being burned. Oh no! Oh, that is incorrect. I'm nearly sure that the Pope does not wear a Celtic jersey under his vestments. It's incorrect. It's a brilliant thing. You do drink weird stuff in you drink loads of beer at that thing as well,
54 quid. I think if you pay 54 quid, you can drink as much as you want.
There's a place where you can drink as much as you want in Italy as well. There's this wine. This place, it's every year it celebrates the wine harvest, right? And they just get some of the wine and they just reroute it up through a fountain. For a couple of minutes, and that's it. They made a balls of it this year, and they went in through people's taps. So people turned on their taps and wine came out. And they let that go. Can you imagine if that happened here? There would be chaos. Children would be dispatched with buckets far and wide. You turn on the shower. You turn on the bath. Yeah. You flush the jacks for all you are worth. Imagine if you're an alcoholic and you're trying to give up booze. And you're there going, if I have one more drink, I'm going to kill. I'll be dead. Today is the day. I'm going to give up drink for good. I just have a nice glass of water. Well, if that's not a sign, I don't know what is.
Because that's the thing the mayor was saying. The mayor said that whenever this happened initially, because it was Italy, everybody said, it's a miracle!
Yeah.
And then he said he found out that it was actually just a technical fault with the plumbing for the fountain. And he said, oh, people couldn't believe it. But they could believe the miracle.
They're Italians. Yeah. They drink the wine and you just go, it's a miracle, let's have some more wine. And that's what they do. But the thing is, right, that's grand if you're drinking it. But say you have to clean something. Say you're washing your dog, washing your cat or something like that. You wash your cat licks itself, 20 minutes later, the cat is in the corner just going, meow.
But that's the other thing, Italians being, that is so, you see, we are not like continental people. The Italians, you know, the wine coming out of the fountain, everyone just goes, oh, it's lovely. And they, like you say, they would just enjoy it, they wouldn't have too much. And also the fountain wouldn't be full of people peeing in it either. That's the other reason it would never work in the UK.
No, if it happened here and the workmen tried to come and fix the fault, they would be beaten to death. What about the man? The idiot
jazz
man. Yes, the jazz singer. No, there was a guy.
Manuel Uribe.
In where's it, Mexico?
South America somewhere.
Oh, the big fat Mexican.
88 stone. And he's getting married, and he lost what? He's down to 49 stone.
That's it. And he's getting married
so
as well.
he's only 3 people now.
Yeah.
It's a slip of a thing.
And she's sort of averagely sized. And,
no, I've seen her, yes. She's very attractive.
Oh, I haven't seen any photographs of her, is she? And he's lost all his weight, but they've been together whenever he was 88 stone. And he's in bed, but he tried to leave the house once and recently. And it all went disastrously wrong, apparently, when the truck that was carrying him got stuck underneath the bridge. And he was there going, oh, I got dressed up and everything to go out. And it was just
these are brand new pair of curtains.
But there was another guy, and he lives really close to him, and he died recently, and he was like, equally, he was about 80-something stone as well.
Yeah, but they're 80 stone, 2 fat bastards. No matter where they live close to each other. These boys are huge.
There must come a bit whenever you're eating and eating and eating and eating and eating, and you're sort of 50 stone, and you're thinking, put on a bit.
Yeah.
And there must come a point where you hit 88 and you go, oh, I've let myself go. You suddenly wake up in the morning going, oh, it's all gone wrong. It's probably a slip of a 72 stoner.
I can't get into the kitchen. It is time
I can't
to
get into
stop.
my jeans and I can't get into the kitchen.
But also,
They're two different things.
when you see that guy, the fat one who's on a diet, right, and his girlfriend, who is very attractive, so she's purely in it for the television, definitely. There's a camera on him, he's got his own reality show, so that's why she's there.
She drives a forklift, I would imagine. You'd have to. You would have to. That's the only way you
You'd
could
have
watch
to be
it.
lowered.
She did say it with a horrible phrase. She said, we have had sex, we do have sex, and in the eyes of God, we are in love. And you think, I really don't think God is feckin' watching. I think God has blinded himself. Those two lads are so fat, there's probably nowhere in the world that you can't see one of them.
You're probably on Google Earth.
Yeah, they're probably on, yeah. They're just
But how do you do that? If you can't get out of bed to go and feed yourself, surely you should be losing weight.
No, she's
Not putting it
feeding
on.
him.
What? Is she coming in every morning with breakfast going, boop, boop, boop?
Thank you for that. And sorry, more bad news on the economy. The French government have just announced that France is for sale. Yes, you can buy France for 2 baguettes and an onion or nearest offer. The French president's wife, Carla Bruni, will be sold separately. Can we have our next question, please?
Hi, Paul from Cullybackey. Who do you blame for spoilt children?
Thank you, Paul from Cullybackey. Schools have paid out over £2 million in compensation claims. One child got £48,000 after being burnt on a radiator. Lucky sod. In my day, they never even turned the bloody things on. But who can we blame for spoilt children?
The parents and the ridiculous rules that mean that schools have given out thousands, millions of pounds for kids who have fallen over in school or tripped on something because the poor little things just can't cope. And you just think, when I was reading it, I was just going, God, I'm owed thousands. All of us are. You can all just phone them up now and go, oh, yeah, I fell over. And it's all this ridiculous nonsense that children are meant to hurt themselves. And they can't go on school trips now because of risk assessment. So they have to go, oh, could they hurt themselves? Put a child in an empty room, come back, it will have run at a wall just to see what happens. They will hurt themselves. And I was thinking, because I didn't grow up with all the safety, so when I was a kid, no, I didn't. You probably were very well protected.
I was just thinking that's how Anne Frank was found.
Yeah. Don't leave her there. She was a moaning teenager, wasn't she? Moaning teenager. Moaning teenager. You know, if she hadn't been so spoiled, they wouldn't have found her. But she's there going, oh, there's nothing to do up here. I'm going to write my diary. me, right? Because I was thinking, when I was a kid, because my friends all have kids, and you have to put them in car seats now. I thought, we didn't have that. We were just chucked in the back with a lot of very sharp objects. That was it, right? And things like the sun shields on the cars. Because they're all like, well, you mustn't get the sun on the baby. I'm like, we never had sun shields on the car when I was a kid. Well, we didn't need them because the sun couldn't get in because my parents were smoking so much. So it was fine.
Designer clothes, that annoys me with the kids these days. They get designer clothes. Do you know what I mean? They actually have shops where they have, tiny wee £70 for a T-shirt. £70 for a kid's T-shirt that their size. In my day, clothes were handed down, generation to generation. My first day at school, I was wearing a bowler hat and fingerless gloves. You know what I mean? But they're spoiled mobile phones. They all have mobile phones from the age of 3. They've mobile phones. They've been told they've got wee thin skulls. It's frying their brains. They've been told this, but they're still using mobile phones. Teachers can't take the mobile phones off them because they've got child lying on speed dial. You know what I mean?
The first question I used to get whenever I came home from school was, any slaps today? That was the first question.
Any slaps,
yeah. And if you got any, it was, ha! What'd you do wrong? And you know, I mean, like, you imagine that nowadays. Like, you know, people come in, any slaps today? Yes. Well, that's it. Ring the solicitor.
Yeah.
It's
And they have classroom assistants. They didn't have classroom. They have classroom assistants now as well. Didn't have classroom assistants when I was in school. I don't even imagine what would a classroom assistant say when I was in school. Hold them while I hit him. I
the government put somebody in charge of this, Lord, they put in charge of looking at all of this thing, because kids apparently in school their aspirations now aren't for proper jobs. They're for celebrity and to be footballers and this sort of thing. So they put this Lord in charge of it. Sir Jim Rose, he's called, right? And he was in charge of writing a report about how children